Imagine a man who defied every political convention, rising from investment banking to become France's youngest president since Napoleon. Emmanuel Macron's story isn't just about ambition, it's about reinvention, risk-taking, and redefining what leadership means in modern Europe. His voice has resonated from the Élysée Palace to the European Parliament, championing unity while navigating storms of controversy. But beyond the polished speeches and carefully crafted image, who really is Emmanuel Macron? How did he accumulate his wealth? Where does he call home? And what drives a leader who married his high school teacher and rewrote France's political playbook? Today, we uncover the financial empire and extraordinary life of a president who's reshaping France from Paris to the global stage. As of 2025, Emmanuel Macron's estimated net worth stands at approximately $31.5 million. While modest compared to business moguls, his wealth is substantial for a modern European leader. His primary income source is his presidential salary, which totals around €179,000 annually, making him one of Europe's best-paid heads of state. Before entering politics, Macron worked as an investment banker at Rothschild Bank, where he reportedly earned millions from a single deal, the €9 billion Nestlé-Pfizer transaction in 2012, which alone netted him an estimated €2.9 million in bonuses. Macron is also an intellectual with earning power beyond politics. His 2016 book Revolution became a bestseller across France, adding significantly to his income through royalties and speaking fees. While he divested from most business interests upon entering office, he continues to receive residual income from past investments, book sales, and strategic political consulting before his presidency. His wife Brigitte also brings wealth from her family's chocolate business, Touquet, a renowned macaron manufacturer in Amiens. Born on December 21, 1977, in Amiens, northern France, Emmanuel Jean-Michel Frédéric Macron grew up in a comfortable bourgeois household. His father, Jean-Michel, was a professor of neurology, and his mother, Françoise, worked as a physician. Unlike many politicians who claim humble origins, Macron's upbringing was privileged, attending elite Jesuit schools and excelling academically from an early age. But his teenage years held an unconventional twist that would define his personal life forever. At 15, while attending Lycée La Providence, he met his drama teacher, Brigitte Trogneux, who was 24 years his senior and married with 3 children. Their connection was immediate and profound. Despite family opposition and social scandal, their relationship endured. Macron's parents even sent him away to Paris to finish high school, hoping distance would end the romance. It didn't. Years later, Brigitte divorced her husband, and in 2007, she and Macron married. Their relationship remains one of the most discussed aspects of his public persona. A love story that challenges conventions and continues to fascinate France and the world. Macron's academic brilliance took him to Sciences Po and the prestigious École Nationale d'Administration, ENA, France's elite training ground for political leaders. After graduation, he briefly worked as a financial inspector before joining Rothschild & SE in 2008. His success in investment banking was meteoric, but he had bigger ambitions. In 2012, François Hollande appointed him Deputy Secretary General of the Élysée Palace, where he operated behind the scenes, shaping economic policy. By 2014, at just 36, he became Minister of Economy, Industry, and Digital Affairs. His pro-business reforms, known as the Loi Macron, sparked both praise and protests. But Macron was already looking beyond cabinet positions. In 2016, he founded his own political movement, En Marche. Forward, positioning himself as neither left nor right, but progressive and centrist. The gamble paid off spectacularly. In May 2017, at age 39, Macron won the French presidency, becoming the youngest president in French history. He defeated far-right leader Marine Le Pen in a runoff that captured global attention. His victory was seen as a triumph of centrism over populism, youth over establishment, and European unity over nationalism. Macron's presidency has been marked by bold reforms and intense opposition. He's pushed through controversial pension reforms, labor market changes, and tax cuts for businesses, policies that sparked the Yellow Vest, Gilets jaunes protests, some of the largest France had seen in decades. Critics accuse him of being aloof, elitist, and disconnected from working-class struggles. His famous remark about people who are nothing haunts him to this day. Yet he's also been a fierce defender of European integration, a vocal opponent of Brexit, and a leader in climate policy. His handling of the COVID-19 pandemic drew mixed reviews, praised for vaccine rollouts, but criticized for lockdown measures. In 2022, he won re-election, again defeating Marine Le Pen, though with a smaller margin. His second term has focused on Ukraine's war against Russia, energy independence, and maintaining France's role as a global power broker. Emmanuel Macron resides in the Palais de l'Élysée, the official residence of French presidents since 1848. This stunning 365-room palace in the 8th arrondissement of Paris is the epitome of French grandeur. With gold leaf ceilings, crystal chandeliers, sprawling gardens, and historic salons where Napoleon once walked, the Élysée is both a workplace and a symbol of French sovereignty. Macron and Brigitte also maintain a private residence in Le Touquet, a seaside resort town in northern France where Brigitte's family has deep roots. Their villa, valued at around €1.2 million, offers a coastal retreat with direct beach access, modern interiors, and a quiet escape from Parisian politics. The couple is often photographed strolling along the beach or dining at local bistros, projecting an image of normalcy despite their extraordinary lives. Additionally, Macron retains a modest apartment in Paris's 15th arrondissement, purchased during his banking years. Though rarely used, it reflects his connection to the capital's intellectual and professional elite. Emmanuel Macron's taste in cars reflects his centrist, modern image, practical yet sophisticated. Unlike Putin's 700-vehicle vault, Macron keeps things understated but elegant. Citroën DS7 Crossback, Macron's official car, a symbol of French engineering pride. This luxury SUV features a plug-in hybrid engine, leather interiors, and advanced safety systems. It's bulletproof, elegant, and unmistakably French. Unlike flashy leaders with exotic collections, Macron's choices emphasize French craftsmanship, environmental consciousness, and security. While Macron doesn't run a personal foundation, his administration has championed several high-profile initiatives. He launched the Make Our Planet Great Again campaign in response to Trump's withdrawal from the Paris Climate Agreement, attracting international scientists to France with grants and research funding. Macron has also been active in supporting African development, pledging billions in aid and investment through French foreign policy channels. He's emphasized education reform, digital innovation, and entrepreneurship, often visiting tech startups and incubators to promote France as a startup nation. During the Notre Dame Cathedral fire in 2019, Macron personally oversaw the fundraising campaign, which raised over €1 billion for reconstruction. He's also supported veterans' organizations, children's hospitals, and cultural preservation projects. Though not a traditional philanthropist, Macron's policy-driven approach channels state resources into social welfare, innovation, and global humanitarian efforts. Emmanuel Macron's personal life revolves around his extraordinary relationship with Brigitte. Despite their 24-year age difference, they share a deep intellectual and emotional bond. Brigitte is not just his wife, but his closest advisor, attending state functions and shaping public policy behind the scenes. The couple has no children together, though Macron is stepfather to Brigitte's 3 children from her previous marriage, and a step-grandfather to her 7 grandchildren. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the life and wealth of France's youngest president, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more powerful stories about world leaders. Who should we cover next? Let us know in the comments. Until next time, keep exploring the stories behind the power.